Hi, Mark here again with another one of our weekly YouTube videos for the Atheopagan channel. This week we're talking about the upcoming full moon, which will be the second full moon of the year, which means that we equate it with the second Atheopagan Principle, which is reverence for the earth. And this may seem kind of obvious for those that come into Atheopaganism from the pagan side, where reverence for the earth is very commonly a principle that we apply. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what that means and why, and what we mean when we say reverence. What do we mean by that? We don't mean subjugating ourselves or bowing down or, flagellating ourselves because we are unworthy. None of that stuff is pertinent to our religious path. So let me step back for a second and just talk a bit about what reverence for the earth really means. We are part of the earth. We are extrusions from the earth, and we take aspects of the earth into ourselves for disassembly into the components that make up our bodies, which are ourselves. In Atheopaganism, we don't believe that there's a separate spirit or soul or any of that. We understand what we are as an emergent property of the brains of our body, right? That's our personality. When the brain gets injured or when it stops working, then our personality can change, or we can die and disappear entirely. So we are the earth. We come from it. Humans, as far as we can tell, evolved from it. We're not quite clear on where the initial spark of life came from, but we're very clear that we evolved from microorganisms here on Earth. And understanding that is to understand how incredibly sacred the Earth is to us. It's everything. It provides us with every every lungful of air, with every bite of food, with every sip of water, everything that enables us to survive, the protection from cosmic radiation that the atmosphere and the magnetosphere apply to us, the little bubble of benign warmth that surrounds us. Even in these very cold months, we can recognize that it's a lot colder out in space, a lot colder and a lot hotter. So it's this warm, kind, benign, sweet, generous ancestor of all of us. And as such, it's worthy of our reverence. And let me talk a little bit about what reverence means. In Atheopaganism, we make a distinction between divinity and the sacred. Divinity is something we don't really believe in. It's this idea of God-like personality or some quality that some feature or statue or altar or something might have, some spiritual, undetectable by science kind of quality, right? What we do believe in is the sacred. The sacred is an opinion. It's easy for us to say, okay, that is so magnificent, so meaningful for us that we hold it as sacred. And in Atheopaganism, we hold everything, the entirety of reality, as sacred and beautiful. Each person, each manifestation here on earth. If there's anything that we would consider to not be sacred, it would probably be the tools of war, the tools of torture, those kinds of things. So when we talk about holding the earth with reverence, what we mean is that. We mean that to us, the earth is sacred, right? That we respect, appreciate, love, adore the beautiful, bountiful, generous, kind, incredible earth, even though we understand that it doesn't have any consciousness. It's not like it's doing those things for us intentionally. It's just doing its thing, going through the physical processes of being this planet. And as it happens, we are one of the results of that. And that is if you'll excuse the word, that is miraculous. So that is what we mean when we say that we revere the earth. And this full moon, the second cycle of the year, is the one that we acknowledge as the Reverent Moon. And so what we can do is we can particularly contemplate our relationship with the earth and with nature at this time, and hold the gratitude that we have for the generosity of the planet that gave rise to us and that of which we are a part and that sustains us day to day. So those are the things that we think about on here, the second full moon cycle of the year, the Reverent Moon, and some thoughts about the second Atheopagan Principle and about divinity and the sacred. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again in a few weeks. Be well. Bye-bye.